give you a bit of perspective. There's the cafe. So on the right, where you see that green space and the big tree, is one of the places I'm considering shooting. Come back to that in a bit. So just threw some seed down on the path over there. So if we want to try and get a lot of birds into the shot, it doesn't look too difficult. They come running the lake. I'm just looking at these spots here. Autofocus isn't very good, is it? If it's switched on. There's a bench there on the right. One over there. A couple over there. Actually a good spot for filming Richard when he's bird watching. This was the bench, so I'm going to show you Richard's perspective if we're in this one. Like I said on the last one, if that last one recorded on number 4, this is number 5. It doesn't really matter about Richard's point of view, but I'm just showing what we've got near us. And obviously I want to try and minimise how far we have to move the gear. There's the cafe in the distance again. Another one of those 3 benches I was pointing out very quickly. There's the point of view. And there's another bench here, so I'll just keep running. And once again, point of view. Right, shot 6 or 7, whatever we're on for the recon. In case shot 4 didn't work, there's them steps, and I'm just going to go through the benches that I've just sat at there. There's one, there's a little one tucked away there in the centre of the frame, and there's the first one I was sat on. But I'm not sure if I press pause or record. And we're going back over there is where the cafe is, so I'm feeling probably that bench as I'm standing here at the minute. The view behind it, because we would be essentially filming Richard looking at his binoculars, so on a mid shot or a wide, I can't remember what I've put down on my shot list now, but that would be the frame if we use that bench. Here's the other one. They're both nicely tucked away from where most people would be on the park usually. Just so you know, my foot is on the edge of the lake, so you can't get any further back than this, and that's kind of the frame we'd get for this one. So first one looks a bit better, but then we've got to consider the equipment. Very quickly go over to this one. As you see, that's the kind of space you've got between the benches and the side of the lake. So there's that's what that would frame like. How freak is this? Because I couldn't bring anybody with me, and here comes somebody with a dog wearing a hoodie. I'm going to have a look at the settings in this camera in a minute. It's clearly autofocus is not switched on. Can't do anything with it. It's not set up. As you see, Richard looking through his binos could see this, but obviously zoomed in so that we're seeing these guys facing the hoodie. He could then look kind of this way to see the youths coming with a baseball bat, and then head off. Technically, I'm guessing over here. Yeah, if we do it all here, that big tree would be a nice thing for our Asian victim to come from behind. Richard comes running over this way, drops his bag, carries off across the park this way. You can see there's plenty of space there. However, we've got a nice bit of coverage from trees. So, as we come down the dip, try not to stand on them. We come back and there's the big tree. Asian man coming over the top, shouting something. Richard pounces on him somewhere around here. Now do a 360 turn from that big tree, just so you can see what's going on. There's the cafe building, where the car park is, to be fair. On here there's usually footballers, but on the Saturday they're not tending to be here after 1. So carrying on round, and we're back to the big tree. Wouldn't want to do the fighting in these snowdrops, whether they'll still be here when we come to shoot, but I was thinking, if we look from here, from the cafe, got a nice big open space here between the trees to do the fight scene and the end shot, and I have people standing round. I mean, we could even have them on the bank looking down. This is the view from the cafe to the spot where I hope to film. I think in the distance you'll see somebody sat on a bench on the other side of the lake. That's possibly the bench we're going to use. The cafe's here on the right. Because we'll be filming on the Saturday, the school will be closed. There might be kids on this stuff, but we won't be filming there. But just so you can see, that is the nearest school in the background. My God, the times we live in, paranoid just filming that. Yeah, adding on to that last bit, from the cafe is the car park. Plenty of space. Obviously it'll be probably packed a little bit when we're first arrive. We're only going to be in a couple of cars, so we should be fine.